Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Video Reimagined. I'm so happy you're here. I'm Malini. I'm actually going to be hosting solo this month, but I'm really excited to bring on a special guest. As the director of go-to-market strategy here at Socialive, I work pretty closely with this guest, so I'm really excited to announce that we're having Edward Paik come on, who is one of our product managers. Hi, Edward. We're so excited to have you here today.
Hey, Malini, thanks for having me.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about your role for those of us who aren't that familiar with the product manager role?
Yeah, of course. So my role as a product manager at Socialive is to really straddle that line between user experience, engineering, and the business. I help define the overall product vision, and I work with engineering to bring that vision to life and really help our customers win by shipping out new features that create a good user experience at the end of the day.
So, what are some characteristics that make a product manager successful?
Yeah, that's a really good question. There's a lot of characteristics I can think about, but I think it really comes down to three. The first one being you have to be a strong communicator. Product managers are just constantly communicating with all sorts of different people, whether it's dealing with and speaking with customers or talking to internal stakeholders to figure out where the gaps in their products lie or, what are the pain points that exist and also being able to collaborate and communicate with engineering on how we want to solve those problems and all the different requirements that are put in to kind of handle all of those things. Another characteristic that's really important is the ability to empathize. In my opinion, a good product manager is able to empathize with the engineers, based on all the work that you're putting on their shoulders and being able to understand their perspectives on things. It's also important to have empathy for their customers, who are the actual users of your product, right? And understanding that they're going to have pain points and they're going to have opinions on how things should be. And also having the same empathy for internal stakeholders, the direct people that are going to be impacted by, how well you're doing your job and how quickly you're getting those types of results out the door. And I think the last thing is that a good product manager has to be naturally curious.
Mhm.
You have to constantly be thinking about how you can improve your product and figure out ways to make things better. You're never satisfied with the product that you have, and that you're just always constantly almost like paranoid, trying to figure out how you can make the product better and make sure that you're kind of keeping up with the market and keeping customers happy.
Yeah, I love all of those, especially the empathetic part. I think it's such an important quality to be able to constantly have that feedback loop of wanting to understand the pain points of customers and recognizing that you're helping to solve them in a very thoughtful way. So appreciate that. So how do you develop and prioritize a product roadmap? I know I've asked you this many times in many different forms, but I'm sure the audience wants to know as well.
Yeah, it's always a tricky question with the roadmap. It's really a truly a living thing. It's constantly changing, due to all sorts of circumstances and different priorities and things that comes up. But I'd say one way that we're really able to help organize the roadmap is to really balance, what the actual customer benefit is going to be versus the amount of time and effort and risk involved with building something like that. And at the end of the day, what this does is it helps us ensure that the engineering team is really spending their time on the most valuable things, so that we're able to deliver that value to customers in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think just it's such a skill to be able to take all of the asks from all of our customers and internal folks and then make it so that it actually makes sense from a engineering perspective to build it from a granular level and up. So, what does the product intake and reiteration process look like, and how has this led to new features for Social Life?
Yeah, we're very fortunate here at Socialive, or I'm very fortunate here at Socialive to have an amazing sales and customer success team to work with. And what they do is they actually do a fantastic job of gathering a ton of feedback from existing customers and prospects, and they funnel it through something that we call our voice of customer. And we collaborate with sales and customer success all the time to really help identify what a minimal viable product is, and then after that, we also are able to help identify, chunks of different improvements and enhancements we can add on that are going to be able to help us deliver consistent value over time. One area of our product that has gone through a really big reiteration is actually our very own unique green room. We've taken the time to do a complete overhaul of the green room, the look and feel. stuff under the hood to make it operate a lot faster. And it's filled with a ton of improvements. And really, the intent behind all of this was to really double down on creating the ideal experience for any guest who joins a Socialive broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the green room is really like the safe space that our customers have grown to love just because they have that environment to interact with their guests and prep them and just guide them to a successful broadcast. And I know you and I have been working really closely together for the release of this green room until actually probably right this very moment. So I have thoughts, but curious, what is your favorite part of the green room?
Yeah, that's a great question. If I really thought about it, I would say that my favorite part of the green room is actually a really small detail. And it's the ability to just drag and drop the different videos in the green room to wherever you want them to be. And so, what that allows you to do is you can kind of position the people that you want or the content that you want closest to your camera so that
Mhm.
at the end of the day, you're kind of keeping that really good eye contact there. And it's like those little details that helps really create a professional looking broadcast at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I think everyone who knows me at all within Social Life knows my answer to this, but mine is definitely that new ability to hide the broadcast monitor. I think it just
Right.
keeps our guests focused. They're not looking to the side, as you just mentioned, and they're able to pin what they need to pin and just read off of that or talk to someone as if it's a panel chat like we are right now. So we are already hearing some pretty great feedback on the new green room since it's been out for a while. So take a look at our sizzle reel here.
In-person talent wouldn't go on air or live without a green room to prepare in. Virtual appearances are really no different. With Socialive, I love the green room experience for guests because they can follow along with the live broadcast before they join me live so they feel prepared and ready to go.
Oh, Katie Martell. She is really such a gem. I know all of us are huge fans, and we're just so excited we got that testimonial from her. But I'm really excited for all of you to check out the new green room. But back to you, Edward. What is the best thing about being a product manager here at Social Life?
Yeah, to me, I think the best thing about being a product manager here is knowing that the work that I put in has a really direct impact on the success of our company and, us reaching our goals, and also making our customers happy at the end of the day. Another thing that I really enjoy is the big cross-functional aspect of my role. It really allows me to interact with a ton of different people across the company. I feel like it's a very invaluable position to be in because I get to work with people who think in totally different ways, right? Whether it's people in marketing or in customer success, like it really helps me kind of understand how everyone else is viewing the product, not just me, from a product perspective.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I think stepping into this GTM role, it's been so exciting to work cross functionally internally and just to get to know all the wonderful human beings that are part of Social Live. And to your point, like how differently all of their brains work. And that's what makes our products so fun to both create but also execute upon. So, what other teams do you work closest with?
Yeah, I mean, it goes without saying, obviously, I work very closely with engineering to bring all of these things to life for our product. But I'd say a couple of the groups that I work with, product marketing and go to market, right, with you, Malini, we work with each other a lot to really help ensure that we're communicating all of the updates appropriately to our customers so that they're understanding what these changes are as they're coming out and they're not, taken by surprise by anything, right? And also, I also work very closely with customer success and sales to really help better understand, the different use cases that our customers and prospects are dealing with. Sometimes it's hard to just get a different perspective on something, and you really need like another set of eyes to help bring that to you as a product manager.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we all really enjoy those sessions where you give us a glimpse of what's coming. And also when you join some customer calls just to explain like our line of thinking and get their feedback. So it's been really great to have you in on some of those customer calls as well. So anything on the product roadmap that you can share that you're excited about?
Yeah, so what right now we're actually currently working on a solution to integrate our product with external
Mhm.
tools and platforms that really surround video. And what this will allow is it's going to allow our customers to send assets to video and storage platforms and really help streamline the overall workflow for them. and to allow them to do all of this within our Socialive ecosystem, right? So they're not having to constantly go from Socialive to some other platform and to do what they want. We're kind of enabling them to do this all in one place.
Yeah, I know customers are really going to love that, just because the ability to just send a video file over in one click of a button instead of downloading and then uploading where they need it to be is really going to be such a time saver. And we're really excited for it. So thank you so much, Edward. It's always such a pleasure to learn more about your life here at Socialive, but also how product is coming to life within the Socialive ecosystem. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks, Malini. Thanks for having me. Take care.
You too. All right, so we do have a couple of more announcements that I want to share. We have our MP3, MP4 release that went live earlier last month. And without hearing it from me, I will now guide you to another video that just shows you all our capabilities around it.
With Socialive's new automated audio capture, your video content just got twice as powerful. Now, audio files are captured alongside video recordings and available for download with the click of a button. With your content available in more formats, you can meet your audience wherever they are. Whether you're a podcasting pro or just starting to explore audio-specific channels, our all-in-one platform is the enterprise choice for audio and video content creation.
And as March comes to a close with Women's History Month, we also wanted to acknowledge that women have been disproportionately impacted by the pandemic. From providing added support to their teams to having to choose between caregiving and working, women are stretched thin. While men have already regained 100% of jobs lost due to the pandemic, it will take women nearly another year to catch up. To address these inequalities, business leaders must create a more supportive work environment for women. Check out our latest blog, which lists 6 ways organizations can further women in the workplace. Besides that, we have a couple of other events that are upcoming that I would love to share with you. Firstly, it's going to be the Creator Economy series continued with an episode on April 14th on how financial services can leverage video. Register now by clicking in the link in the comments. Last week, we also went live with the Upstream series, which focused on redefining CX. Check out the recap blog in the comments, and the next episode will be on June 14th, and we'll share the topic at a later date. With that, thank you so much for joining us, and me and Eunice will be back next month. Bye, y'all.